Well, it is established, because a lot of this started over a murder that happened, many years ago. This guy named Nut, from the YFN crew. He got murdered. Young Thug rented the car that committed the murder. That's established, right? Now, there's various social media posts they're trying to use with that, this, that, and the third, but that part right there is established. So now you've rented a car that was used in a murder. Doesn't that kind of drag you into a murder at that point?
So if I rented a car and 6 years ago or 7 years ago, it was used in a murder during the time of my rental, and there's nothing else connecting me or associating me with that murder. I rented a car at 9 a.m. At 5:40, it was at this location. A murder was committed. You don't have me at the location. And at 8 o'clock, somebody returned the car to me. I went and gave back the rental. I have committed 0 crimes. But more importantly, if you accuse me of committing a crime, and I go to the court and I bring literally my entire family who has grown up in Atlanta and never left, if I bring beacons of the community, if I bring global record executives, and I bring this security plan, I expect you to give me a bond. But more importantly, if you don't give me a bond, I understand what's happening, which is the levers of the criminal justice system are being used in an unjust way to coerce people to do things that are not in their interest, and to coerce them after violating their rights. You have unconstitutionally denied these people a bond, in my opinion. And now, what are they going to do? Well, anything they do at this point is the fruit of the poisonous tree. That guy can go out there right now and admit to 17 murders. Say, you're right, I did it all. They were all me, I'm King Slime. But you know what? After what I saw in court that day, where that lawyer put on a bond motion that under the laws of this country absolutely should have been granted, I don't care. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant what he did if we are going to treat bonds like something that judges can do at their whimsy. Where are the charges against this individual? I'll tell you, and I saw your tweet, and your tweet is absolutely right. There are proffer agreements. Right. People have given proffers. But let me tell you what
let me just sort of mention what you're talking about. My tweet came after Young Thug was denied bond by the judge, and the judge specifically said, based on the proffers that I heard, I'm going to deny bond. That was part of the justification for denying bond. And
your tweet is right?
Yeah.
And the judge heard those proffers? Mm-hmm. I will get this opportunity one day if I'm lucky, but this is a question for the judge. What in those proffers did you hear that told you that this guy doesn't deserve a bond? Listen very carefully to the words that I'm telling you, citizens of the United States of America. This is what happened in court that day. The government went to the judge and told them 3 pieces of information. The first piece of information is that individuals have told us that Mr. Williams, Young Thug, Jeffrey Williams, is dangerous. The second piece of information, they said that Mr. Williams is powerful. And the third piece of information that they have proffered is that if you cross him, he will kill you and your family. That's what was said in proffer agreements. Understand that a proffer session is nothing more. All it means is that I'm a defendant. I'm going to talk to the police and the district attorney, and they can't use what I say against me. So somebody went in there and said, Young Thug, yeah, he's dangerous. He's powerful. If I cross him, he'll kill me and my family. How on earth does somebody saying that in a proffer session lead a judge to conclude that this man is a gang member who is so dangerous to the community that we cannot offer him bond? The words that you are dangerous, powerful, and if I cross you, you will kill me and my family can largely be said about a lot of people. There are people in this world who will say that about me. I think most people in this world will say that about our former president, Donald Trump. And so let's go back to what else was said at the hearing that day. There was a specific question posed to the prosecutor. Do you have any evidence of Jeffrey Williams making any threats to intimidate any witnesses or any co-defendants in this case? The answer was no.
Well, there was the group chat.
The group chat is from 2014.
Right. And in the group chat, he essentially said that anyone that goes to court and prompts to tell the truth will get fucking killed or something like that.
7 years ago, there's some group chat where this guy makes some threat about people talking to cops. Okay, fine. That's not what the judge was relying on.
Well, there was also a social media post. Like I remember after Nutt got killed, and this is part of the case as well, Young Thug went on social media and said, yeah, you guys will lie to your girl, lie to your mom, lie to your friends, and then go to court and tell the god-awful truth. Y'all motherfuckers need to get killed.
That's not what the judge relied on, though.
Okay.
The judge relied specifically on what the prosecutor said is the threat to witnesses and other co-defendants. And remember that threat that Jeffrey Williams is posing is based on statements, powerful, dangerous, if you cross him, he'll kill you and your family, things that could be said about anybody. It is not based on any evidence of a specific threat made to a witness. You've spoken to co-defendants. Can any of them tell you that he's threatened them about this case? No. Okay, so the same person who told you that he's rich, that he's powerful, that I can't cross him, you spoke to him and he also is saying that this guy hasn't actually threatened me about this case? Then what the hell is this rich, powerful nonsense stuff about? So here's another part that came out in that court hearing. The prosecutor said, we haven't made offers to anybody. In fact, I'll tell you, Judge, be honest, I'll be candid with you. We want to make offers. We're looking to make offers. We plan on making offers. But we haven't made offers to anybody. So what I would tell you and what I tell everybody is that if you think that the judge had a basis to deny a bond based on co-defendants or witnesses saying that this guy's a threat, forget about it. The evidence is absolutely clear. The prosecutor said on the record, no evidence of any threats made to any witnesses or any co-defendants about this case by Jeffrey Williams. Fact. No offers made by the government to any co-defendants in this case. Fact. What those two facts mean is that if somebody in a proffer session says a guy's dangerous, a guy is powerful, I can't cross him, he'll kill me and my family, that does not indicate evidence of criminal activity. That does not indicate evidence of witness tampering. That does not indicate evidence of an individual who's a threat to public safety. And so, taking all that together, me as an independent observer, if I see that unfold in a courtroom with competent lawyers, competent prosecutors, competent judges, we all know what should happen. And when it doesn't, you got to ask the question, is the fix in? Is anybody caring a goddamn about constitutional rights, about procedure, about order, about standard, about burden of proof? Or are we just saying, man, there's too many shootings in Atlanta. Those cops got shot 2 weeks ago. We know these guys are dirty. Round them up.